In this video, I'm going to talk about the top electric skateboard brands of 2020 and why I chose them. I'll also talk about the best boards from those brands. And towards the end of the video, I'll also choose a brand of the year and tell you why I chose that particular brand. There are lots of brands out there, so let me also tell you what I'm not going to cover. So I'm not going to cover the boutique brands, so boards that are like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Those brands are more specialized and they target people with disposable income that most of us don't have. I'm also not going to cover brands that I personally haven't tried. There may be a number of reasons that I haven't tried a particular brand. Now, with that said, I do try to prioritize brands that are well known and offer a lot of value for money. So there are 4 brands that I consider to be the top electric skateboard brands of 2020. I've chosen these 4 because all of them offer a lot of value for money. All of them have been around for at least 3 years, so you know that they're not going to just take your money and disappear tomorrow. And each of them have at least one US repair center. So if for some reason you gotta send your board for repair, you don't have to send your board to China. If you're a US customer, you can just send your board to a US address. Now let's go through these 4 brands alphabetically. First up is Backfire. Backfire has had a US repair center in Richmond, Virginia since 2017. They now also have repair centers in Canada and Australia. 2 of my favorite boards from Backfire are the Backfire Zealot and the Backfire Ranger. The Zealot is Backfire's first belt drive board, and I think it's really good, especially now that they use a fiberglass composite deck so that it's not as flexy as before. What makes the Backfire Zealot stand out among its direct competitors are its dedicated turbo button and also its built-in lights on the battery enclosure. I have a video about the Backfire Zealot compared to its direct competitors. Be sure to check that out. The Backfire Ranger is an all-terrain board that uses hub motors. So the Ranger X3 was recently announced. I've never tried it. I've tried the Ranger X1 and the X2. I expect the X3 to be similar but better. So here's what I know. I mean, just check out Backfire's videos. What I know is that it has a single flexible enclosure for the battery and the ESC underneath the deck, so it has more ground clearance. It has a higher top speed, I think, and higher torque. Also built-in lights and mudguards. Next brand, Exway. Exway has had a US repair center in Brooklyn since December 2019. I'm not sure about the status of that repair center right now. I think they're looking for a new place for it. But in any case, since September of this year, they've also opened up a repair center in Belmont, California. I just got new info. The Brooklyn location is still there, and very soon they're also opening up a location in Las Vegas and Tampa, Florida. That's what they tell me anyway. Exway has some of the most feature-rich boards for their price points. My favorite boards from Exway are pretty much all of them, actually. The Exway Flex has really big wheel well flares. Now, some people love them, including myself. Some people hate them. If you're looking for a board where you can ride comfortably for a long distance, a deck with a deep concave is probably not what you're looking for. But if you want really good leverage while carving, the deck on the Exway Flex should be really good for you. I have a couple of videos about the Exway Flex. You should check them out. The Exway Wave is a really awesome shortboard. In fact, it kind of changed how I feel about shortboards. On my Exway Wave, I put on the 105mm cloud wheels. The Wave with the cloud wheels is actually quite comfortable. The Wave is the board that I use for short errands. The X1 Pro, I'm guessing it's going to be updated pretty soon. It's, in my opinion, still one of the best looking boards. It's also one of the few boards that actually look like a skateboard. In fact, the X1 Pro kind of looks like a downhill skateboard. Now, the Exway Atlas, which is not out yet, Exway has released some photos of it. It looks freaking awesome. When is it going to be released? They have a target date, or they have a rough target date, which I don't really want to say because 2020 has been such a crazy year. This product has been delayed a number of times. Next brand, Meepo. Meepo has been secretly doing repairs in Boise, Idaho for the past couple of months. They haven't announced it, well, at least when I'm making this video, they haven't announced it, but yeah, they've been trying it out and they should be making it official really soon, like if they haven't already. I recently made a couple of videos about the Meepo NLS belt. You can check them out. There's an important update that's been made to the NLS belt. In my most recent video, you may have seen that I didn't look too excited about the NLS belt. My reason was that for a $700 board, it didn't offer enough compared to its direct competitors. Like, I feel like the other $700 boards are a little bit better, but that has actually changed for two reasons. One, Meepo has actually dropped the price. I'm not sure if that's just for the holiday season, but at this moment it's around like $630 or something. Maybe it'll go back up, but either way, it doesn't matter, because another thing that they've done is they've now included cloud wheels, the 105mm cloud wheels. Cloud wheels by themselves are over $100, so that actually makes the NLS belt a really good deal now. It went from not being such a great deal to a really good deal because of the inclusion of cloud wheels. Check out my videos about the NLS belt. And finally, WowGo. WowGo, at the time I'm making this video, they don't actually have a US repair center set up yet, but they've announced that they're going to open their US repair center in December of this year. So that's next month. I asked them and they told me that it's going to be in Carrollton, Texas. It's very, very close to Dallas. So is WowGo actually going to open up a repair center in the US? Well, I guess we'll find out next month. And if it doesn't happen, I hope you guys can help hold their feet to the fire, because they said they're going to do it. And I think it would be great for everyone if they did. WowGo's boards have been pretty good. Their all-terrain board, the AT2, I think it may be the best $1,000 all-terrain board right now. It's either one of the best or the best right now. I have a video about the AT2. You can go check it out. The WowGo Knight, it's an interesting new product. As far as I know, it's the first board to be using Hobbywing's newest ESC for electric skateboards. So this ESC, compared to the previous Hobbywing ESC, it's a little bit smaller. It's more efficient and it doesn't generate as much heat. There are a number of other features. Check out my video about the WowGo Knight. The WowGo 3 and the 3X, I'm kind of surprised that the successor to those boards haven't come out yet. But because the WowGo Knight has come out with the new ESC, I'm guessing it's only a matter of time before they come out with an update to the WowGo 3 and the 3X. In any case, the 3 and the 3X, they were really good boards when they came out. They're still great today. They're definitely cheaper now than when they came out, so they're a really good deal. Now let's move on to the final section of this video, the electric skateboard brand of the year. This is my first time doing this, and it's not a big deal or anything, okay? Don't make it a big deal. But I had two criteria for choosing brand of the year, and they're pretty similar. They're kind of the same thing, but with different reasoning. So the first criteria is that this has to be a brand that I can recommend to a complete beginner, someone who has never been on an electric skateboard, someone who doesn't do DIY, someone who is not able to do repairs on their own board. So that's the first criteria. The second criteria is that this brand would have to be one that can help grow the electric skateboard industry. They can't be too specialized. They have to cater to a general audience. Now, before I tell you the brand, let me first mention that I did not discuss this with any brands. None of them know that I'm gonna do like a brand of the year type of thing. This video is the first time they're hearing about it. But again, just don't make this a big deal, all right? This is just my opinion. Okay, so brand of the year for the year 2020. Fucked up year, but there is one brand that I feel stands out among the other brands, and that brand is Backfire. So why Backfire? I think Backfire's boards are great for the average customer. Now, Backfire's boards, they're not my personal favorite, but their boards have great appeal to a lot of people. More importantly, Backfire's customer support reputation has been excellent since 2017. From what I've seen, they've pretty much always had good feedback. I mean, once in a while you're gonna see negative feedback, but that's true of any brand. But overwhelmingly, they seem to get positive feedback on their after-sales service. So some of the reasons for that are the fact that they have multiple warehouses across the globe. I think 2 in the US, 1 in Europe, 1 or 2 in China, 1 in Australia now, I think. And they also have staff around the world that can offer customer support. So I think they offer support something like 17 hours a day. Like I said earlier, Backfire has repair centers in the US, Canada, Australia, and of course China. Another reason I chose Backfire is because Backfire seems to take responsibility for their mistakes. There was one board that came out last year, where there was a BMS issue on a number of their batteries. So what did Backfire do about it? Let me first tell you what they didn't do. So Backfire did not blame the customer. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, there's a certain brand that would just tell the customer, hey, you broke it, it was your fault. But Backfire, they didn't do that. Backfire also didn't wait for the customer to come to them and tell them that there's a problem. Not everybody ride electric skateboards the same way. There are going to be a number of people who never encounter a problem with these batteries because they don't ride in that way. But Backfire didn't wait for a problem to be reported to them before sending out a new battery. Backfire proactively reached out to their customers and told them, hey, if you have a battery with the serial number between this number and this number, you may have a faulty battery. We're gonna send you a new battery. And I think that does a lot for customer confidence. And for someone like me who reviews boards, that gives me great confidence in recommending Backfire to you, to everyone, because I know that they're gonna take care of their customers. So I choose Backfire as the brand of the year because I hope that other brands can emulate Backfire's good behavior and how they're doing it. Backfire, they really got a good thing going, and more e-skate companies should be like them as long as they have the capacity. So congratulations to Backfire for winning brand of the year. There's no prize or anything except for my blessing. So here's my blessing. Just my blessing. I have some more of my blessing. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. Check out dkwan.com/discounts to find the best deals on electric skateboards for Black Friday, for Christmas, and also the best deals on e-skate accessories like wheels and safety gear. If you don't have an electric skateboard, be sure to check out my video on how to choose a board and not be fooled by the specs. Also watch my videos about safety gear. Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays.